Welcome to Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez. Thursday night's town council meeting was shifted to the night auditorium at Barnstable High School in anticipation of a large turnout, and that's exactly what the town council got. Hundreds of residents showed up to the meeting, and nearly all of them were there for the same reason, to make their feelings known regarding the recent 6-5 council vote to buy out the contract of town manager John Klim. When taken as a whole, Thursday night's public comment period reflected a citizenry that is concerned about the obvious divisions within the council, supportive of the town manager's performance thus far, and eager to voice their displeasure at the ballot box during this upcoming November's election. Today, we're taking a look at just a few of the examples of what people had to say Thursday night, beginning with Debbie Lavoie, a longtime resident and town employee.
My name is Debbie Lavoie. Although not a native, I have lived in the town of Barnstable for over 50 years. My husband and I have lived in Marston's Mills, Precinct 12, for over 37 years. My children were born and raised here and went to our Barnstable public schools. My counselor is John Norman, and I have emailed him to tell him I do not support his decision to oust our town manager. My husband, before he retired, worked for this town for 35 years. I have worked for this town for the past 16 years. We have done our time. But now there is such a negative feeling around the town, it is horrendous. I now feel embarrassed to say I live and work in the town of Barnstable. The disrespect shown to John Klim is upsetting, and your behavior is unacceptable and fiscally irresponsible. Our bond rating is AAA.
Please, let us
Main
continue.
Street, Hyannis, is now turning around to be a place that people want to go to, not away from. The youth center is up and running. He is doing a good job, and your thank you is to can him. I am confused. I never realized good work equals termination. The morale among departments in the town is low. Many say, where is the money coming from to buy off our town manager? Mr. Norman, it is not a small percentage, it is big. What department and divisions will suffer? What jobs will be cut? What services will be lost? Where will this money come from? These meeting behind closed doors, you call them executive sessions, need to stop. You as town councilors must stop this bickering and bullying. It is not healthy, and our town is suffering. Mr. Klim is not the only one looking tired. Look in the mirror. Lots of you look tired too. I'm going to go now because I am tired, but I will continue to do my job.
Tom MacDonald, retired town employee. I appreciate the opportunity to speak here tonight. But truthfully, I'm saddened that I feel the need to do so. I've known most of you, if not all of you, for many years. As a town, we have been through the most challenging years in a generation and have merged with a AAA bond rating. We're a national model of how schools and municipalities can work together. We created a consolidation plan that's now being studied across the Commonwealth as a model of how this type of a program should be run. In fact, I know that Mark and I think Bill had a meeting this week with representatives from the University of Massachusetts Collins Center, and I know Patty and I are meeting next week with them about this model and its how it can be utilized and implemented in other towns and communities, because they want to replicate what we're doing. Leadership that's been identified by you in an evaluative process as exemplary. And the result of this for Barnstable, among other things that have gone on, is a push by 6 councilors to oust the town manager who will lead us, who led us in this effort. A plan to spend $250,000 to bring this effort about, and in my opinion, a certainty that no other competent leader in their right mind would take the job based on the current makeup of the committee and the acrimonious 7-6 split. If this is what we do to those who succeed in our town, what will we do with the next manager. One of two things, in my opinion: pay him or her $500,000 a year or two from now to go away because he or she is incompetent, or this will become a revolving door of managers since they will see no way to stay here based on the politics. And all this hard work and effort for so many years will be no more. I will leave you with research on the 11 reasons why groups fail, and two diagrams, one of how a successful group interacts and the other of how a dysfunctional group interacts. I thank you for the opportunity to speak here tonight and promise you that I will do all I can to help the town to continue to be a model to be emulated rather than litigated.
I'm Gloria Rudman from the village of Hyannis and the town of Barnstable. As a former town meeting representative, select woman, and town councilor, my concern, worry, and outrage at what was being played out on our town council stage has prompted me to speak up. The adult bullying at Mr. Klim from Precinct 5, 11, 12, 3, 13, and 1 councilors is only a subterfuge for personal agendas and personal power, and does not represent a lack of quality in our town manager's administration of our town. We have an individual in John Klim who, through his intelligence and love for this town, became an excellent selectman, state representative, and now town manager. He has helped bring our town into the 21st century with accolades and awards as testimonial to a well-run, AAA-rated town. No small feat in this era of recession. He received a 4.5 rating, exemplary once again, out of 5 for his 2009 town meeting evaluation, and offered a 5.5-year contract which was accepted by both the town council and the town manager. There was no minority report. Precinct 5 councilor, in fact, did not participate in that evaluation, as all 13 councilors should. It is unconscionable that those behind the scenes, those intimidations by Precinct 5 councilor were not stopped early on. His arrogance and bloated self-importance has now created...
Please, let's not make a personal attack, but thank you.
Has now created a near tragedy for our town. It is time for the likes of Precinct 5 councilor and company to step down from this once respected office. If not, I hope that he and company will be roundly defeated at the polls in November.
Good evening. My name is Diane Fay. I live in the town of Barnstable, and I am from the village of Cotuit. I turned on the TV the night this was on and was basically in shock because I was not aware of anything going on. And my jaw dropped. It was like the audacity of these people to take part in an evaluation, give the man the high mark he received, and then do this. I was further shocked when a counselor decided, after being asked if somebody would give some reasoning as to what was going on, had, and I will say expletive delete, to turn around and say that our manager was tired, that it was like a candle and the flame was burning low. I would point out to you that there's a federal law that's called age discrimination. And your comments, sir, have opened the door for this town to face charges. And sir, if you want to file the charges, good luck to you, because you'll win on that one. Because you have the tapes. It was one of the stupidest moves I've ever seen. Through you, sir, to the manager. You know, you see the feelings of the people here tonight. And the feelings are that for the best interest of this town, we all feel that it would be the smartest move for you to sit these people out, let the election take place, and show them what a real gentleman and a real town manager is, and continue your job with dignity. But for me, there's a double-sided coin here, because is that what's in your best interest, sir? What's in your best interest is what you decide to do. And I ask everybody here that supports the town manager to continue to support him with whatever he decides to do. Because, sir, you are the best thing for the town of Barnstable, but I don't think the town of Barnstable deserves you.
Almost all of the roughly 40 people who spoke last night made comments similar to what you've just heard. But there was a small minority, about 1 in 10, that applauded the 6 councilors who voted for the buyout, including Tina Carey of Centerville.
Hello, Tina Carey from Centerville. I've lived in the town for almost 35 years. And I learned very soon when I moved here in 1977 that this town is run by special interest groups. There's a lot of cronyism, nepotism, and if you think outside of the box in this town, you're going to get nowhere. I applaud the people who took a stand to do the right thing. None of us know what happened behind those closed doors, none of us except you 13 people. No one else knows what went on. And all these people that get up and say that this happened and that happened, nobody knows what happened. Only you people know what happened. And the only thing I can say to you is this town needs to be run by people who do the right thing, and that has not happened in the past. Look at what happened to Stewart's Creek. Look at what happened on Main Street with the eminent domain. People do not look out for the ordinary citizen in this town. And I certainly was one who would have liked to known who was on the Barnstable Dole when they got up here to speak. Because whenever there's an issue, you know, all the civic associations get on the phone and all the cronyism comes out to speak. And nobody really knows what the average person in this town is dealing with. It is getting way too expensive to live here. The spending is ridiculous. $30 million on an airport that's been losing money for years. $770,000 for a building at the dump so you can buy dump stickers. $32 million for a rec center that we can't afford to make the payments on. I mean, the spending is just completely out of control, and I blame Mr. Clem for that, because he is there promoting every single vote. And finally, there are 6 people that are standing up. There was a vote taken. Mr. Clem is not an elected position. He is appointed by you people, and a vote was taken, and that vote should stand. He is not elected, and all you people that have come out to speak for him, I know that you like him, and he's been here since he was 24. It really is time to go. I applaud you 6. Thank you.
There is much, much more to cover from this town council meeting, from town council response to the town manager's speech to some important orders of the day that were addressed toward the end of the night. So throughout this upcoming week, we'll be showing you all of the highlights right here on Barnstable Today. But that's all the time we have for now. I'm Nick Cortez, and we'll see you next time.